Welcome to episode 5 of the Uncircumcised podcast. I'm Martin, and I'm here with Ben and Jay. How are you all doing?
Hello, doing just fine.
Doing pretty good.
All right, well, so we've been sitting here laughing already, so I wonder...
Oh, man.
Oh, that's a good thing. That's a very good thing.
Probably about a good hour, probably.
Well,
All right, well, actually, let's start out after, starting to laugh here. You pointed out earlier the bear that I have sitting down here, and Ben was asking why it's sitting down here.
Now, let's frame this correctly. This bear has a flannel scarf on. He is standing. He looks like he has also a flannel cap on as well. He is holding a sled that looks like it has Christmas trees on it, or just giant pine trees. I'm not sure.
Something like that.
And it says "Welcome" in white letters across it. So now that we've
It's about
prefaced
4
this,
feet tall.
probably about 1.5 feet, 2 feet wide.
Roughly, yeah. That's actually a story behind that, and that thing, honestly, I don't want it.
Okay.
But I have it.
Yeah, it's setting.
I'm glad you
It's
still
sitting
have it.
right here with us, but you don't want it.
Yeah. Well, ironically, after I moved, I forgot about it at the last location, and my mother-in-law made sure to bring it over.
Okay, so I'm going to take a shot in the dark. I'm assuming that it was a gift,
Well,
He's
you
not
could
wrong.
say so, yeah.
and it was given to you by your mother-in-law.
No.
Oh.
So me and Jay have a friend that went on shenanigans.
Oh boy.
Okay.
And
Alcohol-induced shenanigans, to
Gotcha.
be specific.
And as at my house, people would come over just randomly, and well, he showed up with. There were some other people there too. I can't
There was
remember.
2 others.
Yeah. But he shows up and he goes, "Hey, I got something for you." And it was this giant ass fucking bear.
That's a nice housewarming gift, Martin.
Well, the way he acquired the bear is not necessarily the nice way.
Oh my god.
So
I'm sure the statute of limitations have ran out on it.
oh yeah, I had that thing probably.
Oh, good. This has been 6 years?
I want to say like 8 years.
6 to 8 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you received a stolen Christmas decoration.
Yes. Like I think that he went to some kind of party or something like
well,
that. And
once upon a time, he went to like this little block party that they had in a spot, like one of those hole-in-the-wall parties. Anyway, like essentially what ended up happening, the alcohol level went up. And as that went up, like the level of, I don't care about this home anymore went up.
Oh, yeah, that happens.
So they went through the cabinets in the kitchen and they took utensils, they took condiments.
Man.
They took, like I'm talking like like Grinch style. Like he only left crumbs behind.
Okay, so now I'm just now thinking of this guy with this bear holding the sled over his shoulder, like prancing through the house like the Grinch would do.
I imagine they was probably standing outside. They were probably
See,
the
that
last
was his
thing
name.
as they were running out. Probably with all the other stuff, just grabbed the bear by the nose or something like that and started running. I don't know.
Like that was the last thing that they got though, because he turned around and was just like, "What else can I get?" And he decided at the split of the moment to go ahead and grab the bear, and they just put it in the trunk and headed straight to Martin's house. And that's when he showed up. Oh my god!
He said it was for my daughter. My daughter had it in a room for the longest time.
She loved the thing.
I wasn't too happy about having it. Was that the same night that when he was there and the other 2 people a male and female?
Yes, they were.
That was the same night that they ended up fucking on the damn car, wasn't it?
That's correct.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
correct.
In my driveway.
That's right.
I step outside and walk in on that. I'm like, what the fuck?
The bad part about it is it's like they were doing that while me and Brandon were in the vehicle. And I was just like, y'all gonna do that right in front of my salad? And we just kind of like poked our heads out of the window and went like, "Hey, can you not?" And then Martin comes down. He was just like, "No, no, no," and stopped him. But the bear remained. That's the only thing that remained. Everything else was just kind of faded away. What else did he steal that he gave to you?
That's the only thing that I can recall. I mean, if there was anything else.
Because he stole a lot of stuff. He stole, like, traffic signs and shit.
Mother of God.
Like, he's got, well, maybe not anymore, but he had at one point, like, a wall of stuff that he just, like, took from the U.S. Highway Department. And it was just, like, strange signs. You know, like, I don't know, like Butt Street or something.
Like
he would grab the sign.
Nuts Avenue or something like that.
Anything that he found funny, he would grab and just run off. And I still don't know how he hasn't gotten caught, because it wasn't the most elegant theft. He just kind of unscrewed it and took it with him.
Well, it's like the bear. I'm sure that was probably from whoever was throwing the party, their parents' house or whatever. You know,
they probably looked for that thing for a year.
Probably.
And never found it. It was just like, where's my holiday bear?
Like I thought about, like, coming Christmas to set it outside on the porch.
Do it.
Maybe somebody will claim it.
It's been like 8 years, Martin. No.
Well, maybe somebody will steal it now. I'll be fine with that.
I'll tell you what, if they track that down, they deserve it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe they listen to this, and if so, if you're missing a bear holding a sled, Martin has it, and he's had it, and he doesn't want it.
I haven't found a milk carton on it yet that had the bear on it, so...
That might be a one of a kind. That might be handmade.
Then probably not.
You don't know.
If that was handmade, yeah, more
There's
power.
Some crafty motherfuckers out here, Martin.
Sure, it looks like it came from a fucking what is it? Hobby Lobby or something like that. That's what it looks like to me.
Are you downing Hobby Lobby?
Yeah.
Why?
He doesn't like crafts.
I do, but Hobby Lobby is just one of those places where I'm like,
kind of crafts do you like?
What kind of crafts are you into, Martin?
Mainly digital.
Digital crafts.
My God.
No, I mean, I do like art itself. Like, I used to love to draw, but that over the years went away, kind of, and I don't really do it anymore.
Bring it back.
I thought about it, but then I'm like, nah.
Do it.
I can rather fool around with my home automation or something like that, and that's rather how I keep myself entertained.
By the way, for viewers that aren't 85 years old, Martin's house is like that Disney Channel movie Smart House, where, you know, the house does everything for you. Because I don't like pulling in the driveway and then announcing to the entire house that I have arrived. I do not like that. First of all, I don't want to know how it knows it's me. I don't like that.
Well, it just... but the first time when I seen you, it took a picture, right? And after that...
So now you're filming me without my permission.
No, only when you drive up, not inside.
That's still not legal.
Yes, it is. You should know that.
I hate you. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? You should know that.
You should know that. I mean, by law, it is...
Do you know how many crazy laws we have here?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you took a test one time. I mean...
No, I have not.
The whole pop quiz.
I have not taken the citizenship test, actually. And that is not part of it anyway. But
oh, God. If I had known that I was going to get a goddamn lecture, I wouldn't have even said anything.
But no, speaking of the smart home stuff, I actually had to redo my setup today because I used to run it on a Raspberry Pi, and it crashed, and I didn't have a backup of it. So I just went ahead and completely redone it on a different server, and making it better.
Did it take as long as it did for you to mess with these damn microphones?
No, much longer than that.
Not surprising.
Not surprising. I want to see you set something like that up.
Martin, here's the thing. I have no idea how to do it.
Of course you don't.
No, I was mad when it got my voice that one time when I was on the phone with you. And it got me clean.
Oh, yeah, on the doorbell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And I was just like, it got the entire thing I said. And I didn't say anything, like, super embarrassing or anything like that. But I was just like, oh, that's a bit much.
Yeah.
So now we just have to text Martin.
And I have to watch what we say. And come in with, like, shadow garbs. Like, veiled in front of our faces so the camera doesn't take.
So it's kind of funny because I've been growing my beard out, and because of that, the doorbell actually doesn't recognize me as me sometimes, and it recognizes me as Damon. Yeah,
Really?
my phone pops up and says Damon is at the door. I'm like,
it's me.
I know that he wasn't here.
Not my house.
This was me.
This house is terrifying.
Oh god.
It's just smart lights and like my microwave, and washer and dryer,
don't let him
and
fool you.
like
Not to mention the
vacuum
smart bidet.
cleaner. Do what?
The smart bidet.
Oh, well, it's not smart yet.
It will be.
Yeah, eventually you'll be able to
It
detect
will
the size
be.
of your ass cheeks and hole and be able to shoot an exact stream directly in there.
My word.
I mean, you should try.
No,
You should try
I'm
one.
not using your bidet.
I'm not telling you to use mine. I'm just
I'm not buying one either.
like
Do you
15.
not want a bidet?
You can buy
You're not a bidet boy.
you can buy those at Walmart right now for $15.
Okay. Thanks for that information. I'm not going to do that.
It takes 5 minutes to install.
That's
Easy.
lovely.
Easy clean.
Your asshole will thank you.
I use baby wipes.
Oh man.
Save the
Keep it
trees.
Fuck them trees. Why wouldn't I save the trees like I run the fucking logging industry? Get the fuck out of here.
clean. I mean, I'd consider
It will
using one.
save money for you because you don't have to use all those baby wipes.
This is what Martin does, by the way. If Martin gets something, then he suggests you should get something, and he has
No, I would
no.
I would
And he has
recommend it to you, sure.
And he has all these reasons as to why you should get it. But
Yeah.
as soon as you purchase something and Martin didn't know about it, and you bring it to him, oh, what did you get? You fucking tell him, oh, why'd you get that? It's literally every single
Are
damn
you referring to your
time.
TV right now?
I'm referring to everything I've ever purchased since I've known you that you didn't suggest I get.
Well, yeah, because I didn't tell you.
I'm
to.
sorry, I would rather pay probably more than half of the price that you did. I'm fucking perfect with that. Just because yours will scratch your fucking ass whenever you want it to doesn't mean I need that.
I know for certain I'll never touch your OLED again. But I told you that. Ever. That's too much TV.
When the person that came to help me to actually put it up on the wall, and I opened the box to so we can take it out to actually mount it, he looks at it and he goes, I don't know how we're going to do this. Because he just seen the top, but he didn't see that the bottom actually has a little bit more to it, so that you can actually put screws in. He thought you couldn't put screws in it when he seen the top part of it.
I mean, I saw it and I was like, never.
But ironically, after that, now he actually bought, almost the same model than mine. He actually bought one up from mine.
Did he install it himself?
No, he had somebody install it.
That's what I thought. Because that was an anxiety attack. I've never seen something quite like it. Okay, and this is just as a man.
We're speaking of a LG C1 right here, by the way.
Oh,
You
Christ.
dropped the model.
Fucking name dropping it.
Incredible.
I
But
want everyone to know.
But anyway, just as a dude, every single one of us has a screen that we count on. Just all of us. So I understand that full like flow for getting a screen, but like sometimes like I'll see somebody else's like TV or something wobble, and I'll get sick to my stomach.
Oh, yeah, I was
And I'm
the
just
same
like,
way.
oh, I have to catch it. You know, I have to stop the damage. Not even mine. I'm just compelled to.
Yeah, it's
So
the same way if I see a TV somewhere and it's like sitting on the edge, like the legs are like barely holding on to it and like cockeyed on the freaking stand because it doesn't fit on there. Because somebody decides to use a TV stand that's designed for a 37-inch and puts a 55 on it or something like that. I'm like, oh, no, I can't deal with that.
He got really angry about that. Like, I feel like there's a story where he encountered that exact thing.
No, it's just I value electronics quite a lot personally.
I feel like that's what keeps you up at night. Like, just the thought
Electronics?
just like the thought of somebody having a 55-inch TV on a fucking entertainment center that holds a 36 or whatever.
36.
You make me want to beat myself to death with this microphone.
Good, you should try.
damn.
I want to. Tell me first because I want to record it. Okay.
I'm not going to give you the satisfaction, but if it happens here, your house will fucking record it for you, you piece of shit.
That is true. Somewhere I feel like I am being
No.
but it's not malicious. Just there. as a feature.
Now, we could eventually actually do recording instead of just like video recording also too.
Of what?
Of what we do? Like the podcast.
Well, look, I've always said this, and it's that I have the face for radio and the voice for silent film.
It's not that bad.
So you're lucky. See, it's that he said not that bad. So you're lucky I'm even talking into this microphone right now. Now you want to put a camera pointed at me?
Yeah.
With all my little weird faces I make?
Yes, exactly.
That's what the people want.
People don't want that. I don't even want that.
They want expression.
It's attached to my head and I don't even want it.
That's right.
Maybe you just don't know that people want it.
No, they don't want it.
How?
So, I know that Ben hasn't watched the movie and fell asleep, but I know, Jay, you watched Nope. Mm-hmm. And
what was that again? No. Say it again.
Nope.
No.
It's literally every single day for 2 weeks. Did you watch Nope yet? Did you watch Nope yet?
Well, I tell you to watch the fucking movie, and then last day he starts to watch and he falls asleep on it.
Like, were you tired when you sat down finally? Cause
honestly, no. And
just not
this is
like
going to be unpopular, but no, I was just not a fan of it.
Wait, okay, here's the thing. The movie, I will tell you that I didn't think it was that great either.
No, it did not.
The movie wasn't bad.
I labored to keep watching it. You know what I mean?
There was just things about it where I was like, man.
It just didn't catch my attention. It didn't want it. It didn't hold it.
Okay, what do you think of the movie, Jay?
I mean, I liked it. There wasn't very much I didn't like. Like the stuff that I did not like was very, very specific.
Oh yeah,
and it happened way, way toward the end. Like at first, like the build up, that's fine. The only problem I had with that build up, I was just like, well, like essentially, the what lasted a little bit too long. You know, the mystery of what the creature was. I was just like, what's this thing doing? Where is it going? You know, what's it trying to do? Like, why is it doing what it's doing? But like, there's humor bits, there's serious bits, but like it all just kind of comes together at the end. It's not a stellar like blockbuster movie, of course. Yeah. But I still like enjoyed it just all the way through.
It wasn't like I said, to me it wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't a movie like it didn't. I couldn't tell you like, oh, you have to watch it. Oh, not like I tell you do it. You have to watch it because what we do.
You tell me every week to watch something that I have to do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's a different story. But overall, like what I didn't like too much was just the design of the alien monster or whatever it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. I know, Ben, you've probably seen that part at least.
Oh yeah.
First, it was basically a flying.
It was like a compressed, almost okay. The one thing I have, like when I was looking at it, I was just like, I guess what they're trying to design these things after is just like marine life. It looked kind of like a manta ray at first. Yeah, it was like compressed, and then like when it opens up and unfurls, like it's more like a jellyfish type of deal.
But I thought, okay, when that thing unfolded, I was like, it's a fucking weather balloon.
Well, it reminded me a whole lot of, and this is one of my classic anime references, but like Evangelion.
Oh, I love it.
Like angels. That kind of deal.
Yeah, okay, I can see that, but the whole, like, as soon as that thing unfolded, like, as it was basically, like, blowing itself up to that, I was just thinking the whole time, it's a weather balloon. And I just couldn't, that whole part of itself, it just upset me at that point where I was like, this is dumb.
Well, the main, if we're just like talking about the creature itself, like the main thing that I did not understand to this day is they had this component about the creature where wherever it went, it shut down electronics. They never said why. Ever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, essentially, it was not a machine, it was organic, yeah.
And I'm just like, but why? Is it like, does it have a magnetic field? Like, is it just like disrupting something that's just like magically shutting machines down? Unless I missed that part. I would like to think I paid good attention to the movie because I watched it start to finish. I liked it, but
yeah, I mean, I watched it all the way through. I didn't sit on my phone doing it, so I tried to enjoy it. And overall, like I said, it wasn't too bad. But the part where they were in the house and it was right above the house, and then like it was just basically spitting out all the.
I think it was a combination of either defecation or like regurgitation.
I thought that part
and shit.
I like that part actually of the movie.
The horse going through the windshield is what I kind of like, and the fact that it like showed that like shot of like outside of the vehicle, outside of his truck, and like the body's just standing straight up through the windshield. I loved it. I thought that was fun. I kind of laughed at that.
Yeah. Overall, the movie, I personally, I want to say I would give it a 3 out of 5, maybe 2.5 out of 5, somewhere in between there. That would be for me, honestly. Like it wasn't. What about you?
For me, a 4 out of 5. Mostly because a lot of horror movies out there right now, they kind of cling to the gory body horror bits. I'm tired of it. This wasn't that. Like,
no,
there was some, gore a little bit, but it wasn't like, it wasn't too cliche. So
yeah, it was different. It definitely was different. On the beginning, I thought it was more like a UFO or something like that, and so it kind of threw you off, and it's like, oh, it's okay.
It almost started off like a M. Night Shyamalan movie. I was just like, what is it, or what could it be? Even though he did make it.
Ben,
no, he didn't make it. It was them. Nice.
Ben, what's your rating?
From what I saw, I'll give it a 2, based only on the fact that it looked like I saw people getting sucked up into a butthole. Then while they were inside the butthole, saw that part too.
They went into incredible detail.
The chimpanzee beat down of those fucking people. I loved that.
I actually, so that's one part of the movie where I completely forgot about that too. Like the whole reference the whole time with the chimpanzee, I was like, this, you could cut all that out.
You could.
And it would make a difference for the movie. Honestly, I didn't get it.
I don't either. I don't understand why that one lady's shoe was standing straight up. I don't get. I guess I didn't know if I had to see the end of it to figure that part of it out. But I don't understand.
It might have been symbolic, and some person that hyper-analyzes movies on YouTube will tell me about it.
No idea.
Guess I might.
That's possible, because I know, like, these things. What I guess maybe if I go out on a limb, like the monkey just represents like something's true nature. And that thing, they were feeding it in its true nature. Like, it was just like, oh, we can't control it. Of course, we should stop, systematically feeding it horses. And I don't know. It was just like another situation where people were being dumb, and other people had to pay the price and or solve the situation. It also, like, just to cap it off for me, I did not like how the creature died. It is kind of.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. Like, I was just like, wait, I do understand that it's got to be made of mostly air and whatever is just floating in the sky, and then like when it petered out, it's
like you shut down a weather balloon.
You blew a candle out. It's like, I was wow, okay. Like there was no, like, okay, like you hear like a plane going over real quick, and you hear like some disturbance in the air.
Yeah,
you would think you like hear like something like a sonic boom, like boom, like something like that. It was just like nothing.
Yeah. One thing that actually got me too was like the brother at the end when he was like, and it was referred that he died, and then how he was at the end basically like standing there. They didn't actually show him getting killed by it. So they could have still been like straight up just him.
I mean, I guess they're trying to do one of those up in the air situations, but like for a movie,
I can't see a sequel to that one.
There doesn't need to be a sequel because the situation is solved.
Yeah, unless they just have an invasion of weather balloons.
I hope not those particular things, or maybe something that's unique.
Maybe
or unique, like every time they come. I don't know. I'm thinking about Evangelion again.
I started rewatching that actually.
Oh, dude, I watched it right before I came. I was like,
Ben probably knows nothing about that, do you?
No, that's why I'm Googling what that chimpanzee meant, and nope.
No, we're talking about an anime.
It's very good.
I know. I said I know, as in I agree with you. I have no idea what you're talking about, and that's why I'm Googling this.
Oh. Did you find anything on it?
Well, I'm Googling it right now.
What? Something you're bad at Googling.
Research.
Come on, Google faster.
It's literally like the top. Like I just put what did the and it said chimpanzee. It just autofilled it. I was like, yeah, I'm not the only one.
All right, Google. Google's in on this too.
Okay, deadly chimp attack. Explain what it means and how it fits into the plot. Oh God, it's one of those that's going to give me the entire plot of this until I get to 1 or 2 scenes. Okay, 2 key themes in Nope are you can't tame a predator and mankind will risk everything for spectacle.
That's a reference for it?
2 of those. So
I guess, because, I mean, that's how the movie started.
Yeah.
Because, like, when the movie first started, I thought that something was wrong. I was just like, wait a minute, is this, like, some other film? And then it like kicked in. I saw the people. I was just like, oh, okay. But then they kept on jumping back to that, and I was just like, this is something symbolic that I have no idea about.
Yeah, and it's such a minor reference to the Racine is that they could have totally cut all of that out, and it would have been fine in the movie.
I mean, you could state it plainly. Like you remember the Fringe photographer guy? He could have been like a David Attenborough type, and just been like a wildlife type of photographer, and then he's got like this knowledge in his pocket, and he gently spills out like the whole deal with the creature, but it just never happens like that. He's just like, I'm gonna get that shot. And one question I've got, and I know this is super strange, what the fuck was that dude wearing? You remember that black thing he had on?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
It looked like pajamas and a one piece and a smock and a kilt all in one. It looked like you could fold it any which way, and I don't know. It looked like
I guess the special design for crazy.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you could call it eclectic, or you could call it fucking nuts.
Well,
it don't make no damn sense. None. Zero.
Why? What does it say?
It's saying because of the Asian dude that when he was a little kid and witnessed it.
Yeah, the guy from The Walking Dead.
Yeah. He said that it says that when the alien seemingly presented itself as another showbiz opportunity, he mistook the first 6 months of feeding horses to Jean Jacket as a trainer/animal relationship similar to the sitcom, but forgetting the consequences of it.
All right.
Yeah. And also, unfortunately, as OJ alluded to several times, predators can't be tamed. So when Jean Jacket went rogue on him, it was history repeating itself.
Okay.
The shoe, it doesn't...
doesn't symbolize anything then.
Oh, God. It's just basically he earned a ton of money off of his childhood tragedy, stowing away feelings of grief in order to make thousands off of twisted tourists who want to see his macabre museum. Yeah, it hurt. I don't get it. So,
I mean, it was Fringe when it was in there because like they had a couple of scenes. It was the first scene, and then you see the room where they had like the memorabilia. He tells a kind of a Swiss cheese story. He like dodges some details.
Oh yeah, he acts like everything was good, and
because I mean they came in and shot the thing in the head.
Oh yeah. And well, it seems like that he was evading the situation from that, what happened at the end, and just tries to remember the good stuff. I don't know.
Because I mean, they had that whole show where they were just like, "Hey, like we've got this thing we've been feeding for a while. Here's a horse."
I don't know. I can't find really anything else that would.
Well,
it might be for the better.
Yeah, exactly. I was getting ready to say. So. I wanted to talk about the movie Brain Dead / Dead Alive, but I know Ben hasn't watched it yet. So and I know Gisela wants to talk about that one too. So I'm going to keep that one for the next time
for you and the boys, because I can't. I can't.
Okay, I might not be able to either. Shit.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
Why
If
do
you
think
like,
I can't?
because you enjoyed the Greasy Strangler. Okay, that's why.
Just because it was funny as shit.
So is
It's so
Brain
bad it's funny. Like, that's what made it for me.
Dead. So is Brain Dead.
I mean, it's made better, but I guess in the same vein.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, that's the reason why I said I know you're going to enjoy it.
I just got mad midway through. I was just like, nah, I can't.
And you did enjoy the movie Fall, didn't you?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. You haven't watched that one yet, have you?
Fall.
It's where two girls are basically stuck on top of a old TV tower.
Like, just a tower?
Yeah, well, they're like those free climbers that try to like climb high places, you know?
You know, that reminds me of, there's a movie where people are stuck on a ski lift.
Yes, I've seen that.
It's completely different, but it's just very similar.
So The Fall was... I enjoyed it overall. It keeps you entertained mainly because of the scenery that you see.
How uncomfortable it makes you.
And movies don't make me uncomfortable normally. I can watch horror movies or whatever. It doesn't matter. That movie triggered me right there.
It's probably like the sensation I get when I play like Sonic games and I fall off a platform and my stomach goes woo.
Pretty much.
It bothered me too, and I'm usually not bad with heights.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Like, I mean, if you show somebody a real image of, like, I remember, you know, like how you get into a YouTube home. You'd be sitting there like on the edge of the bed or whatever, and you're just like looking at a video. I was like watching these Japanese people maintain their power lines and whatnot. And there was just like three dudes with like just a couple of strings on each of them, and they were just walking this line like extremely high in the air. And I'm just like, why? I'm sick.
I don't like that.
I can't.
No, I don't like it at all.
And they're just up there, just, you know, at the whim of the wind, and I would die.
So, Ben, have you watched anything else recently? Or is that literally it?
That was literally it.
Really? Damn.
I'm fucking sorry.
Not any movies, really, for me. I know I need to watch Jurassic World. I still got that.
I watched that one not long ago, actually.
I just need to sit down and, like, not get distracted.
A lot of people that I talked to, that they really dislike it, but overall, I liked it a whole lot more than I did like the last one. The second Jurassic World was not that good to me.
I still don't get how they've got people still coming to the park.
No. So it's actually after the first Jurassic World, there was no more park. Well, so I take that back. In the second one, they did go to the park too.
So no tourism.
No tourism at all.
Good call.
So they're finally learning.
Yes, but the third one kind of destroys the second one's story. Like in a way where I was like, okay, you completely change it up. In a way where I'm like, okay, this is better. The third one is much better than the second one to me.
Because I was not impressed by number 2.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the first one. The third one was better than the second one, but overall, the first one is still better. Now, when it comes to the whole franchise, Jurassic Park's still the best.
Oh, yeah. No.
Right.
Now, Ben, have you watched any of the Jurassic World ones?
No, none.
None?
Literally zero.
Well,
world.
I know you watched at least the first 3 original ones.
Jurassic Park, yeah.
Okay, all right.
It's fantastic stuff.
Wait, do you like 2 and 3, or just the first one?
I don't think you've got to understand, it's been a long time since I've watched these. Of course, the first one's always like a kid thing. Like, that's always going to be in my heart as my favorite. I feel like 2 wasn't as bad as I remember. Like, I don't remember 3 not being good at all. Am I right? Am I in the ballpark here?
So the first one was phenomenal.
Right. Of course, you got to cash in on that. So
yeah, the second one was all right.
Yeah.
I mean,
was that right? But the third one being just bad.
The third one was one of those movies again where it's like, It's basically the third Jurassic World to me.
Is it where they got like? Were they in this like a city or a town?
That was in the second one.
Second one.
Yeah.
And
Oh, God.
it seems like I remember. Yeah. See, right. That's where I'm at. It seems like I remember a scene with a T-Rex having. Like,
that's the second one.
A dog in its mouth,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like the house hanging out of it, like the dog house hanging out of it.
And it's drinking out of the pool.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's at the end of the second one.
Yeah.
The third one is all on the second island and nowhere else. They didn't make it in the city on that one.
Martin's like a connoisseur of Jurassic Park movies.
I personally really enjoyed it.
Wait till you hear about his Jackie Chan prowess.
Man, he told me he loves Jackie Chan.
It's incredible.
I sure do.
Who am I?
What
Was it? Rumble in the Bronx.
Rumble in the Bronx.
Lord
You know why I
Jesus.
remember Rumble in the Bronx?
Why?
Because I used to rent the shit out of Mortal Kombat, the movie from '95, and in the beginning of the previews, Buddy Rumble in the Bronx is on there, and it stands out in my mind.
Police Story.
Which one was it where he dressed up like the Street Fighter characters?
Oh shit! Hold on a second.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what it is too. Because
City Hunter.
A game of
it's
it.
City Hunter.
City
it's based.
Hunter?
Yeah, it's based on an anime actually.
Good God, there were so many versions of Jackie Chan in that.
Oh yeah, he was.
I don't even remember the game name either.
Well, in that he actually was a Street Fighter. Like they had Street Fighter characters in that movie.
I remember it being Chun-Li.
Yeah, he did that one. One of the other guys did. What's his name? Not Bison. Which one was
Balrog, Vega.
No, maybe it was Bison.
Describe them.
Yeah,
The green guy.
Blanca.
Blanca. There you go. I couldn't think of the damn name.
The most unique boy. I'll tell
See,
you.
you ask this man anything about Jurassic Park, names, places, species, whatever.
No, I
You
couldn't do
literally name a game character that has been around since '90. I don't remember who that is.
Who's that?
We just had a discussion earlier about Jimi Hendrix, and he said Jimi Hendrix, and I went, "Here we go again."
Well, I know who he is.
I'm glad
I
you
didn't
did.
get the reference
I'm
at the time.
glad you know who Jimmy is, even though that was bleak of me. I'm sorry.
It wasn't bleak. I understood it.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, even they had like Blanca, like he got redesigned recently. Speaking of him,
Oh, did he?
in,
For the new Street Fighter?
like in that new Street Fighter trailer, and like a lot of people don't like it.
I haven't watched actually any of the trailers
It's
yet.
okay. Like okay, like
Now I'm gonna have to Google this.
yeah.
'Cause I have not
Like,
seen
the
this.
way he looks, like he's kind of gorilla-esque, and he's never really been like a gorilla. He's just like a green beastie dude.
Yeah.
And I get it, like we're analogously close as a species to like primates and whatnot, but like the best looking one that like people like is Dalsim, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean
Yoga.
yoga. The power of it.
What is
Yeah.
this?
What?
People have very
Just
strong
describe
opinions about it.
Exactly. It's almost like a miniature Hulk.
It's weird.
Miniature Hulk.
Miniature
Okay.
old Hulk,
Yeah.
not the new one.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 70s Hulk.
Ooh.
Yeah. What is this? I don't like it.
That's what they've got.
And Ken looks homeless. What's happening
Well,
here?
Ken is going through it.
He's falling on hard times. Okay.
Well, what happened
Is he been
was
bold?
No.
somebody pinned him for a crime. But the funny part about it, like Ken was looking so bad, they were saying that he lost the kids in the divorce.
Oh.
Because he was looking like that.
In the story of the game. Be
Yes,
serious.
Ken was looking real bad, and they kind of made an assumption before they ever released story information. They was just like, "Oh, she got the kids for you. She got the fucking kids." And then they like released the story, and it's just as bad. Like somebody like it might have been Shadowloo, I don't know what the fuck, but they pinned him for a crime, and he's hiding from the cops, and that's why he's like looking kind of grody, like in the like the new design, like he's wearing like a ratty coat and like he's got shoes on, stubble and whatnot. And
It's funny that he has to fall on hard times to put shoes on.
that's true. It's rough out there.
Motherfucker's always been barefoot.
It's
Also.
rough out there for a fighter.
Look at Zangief. Jesus Christ.
He's back. Now, granted, a lot of people got replaced and people don't like that either, but I mean, Tekken did that for the longest.
When is Street Fighter coming out? Do you
Dude, I
know?
don't know.
Jesus Christ, a lot of people got replaced.
Yes, like quite a few.
They
Like
brought back Rashid.
if you look at their
face,
faces close enough, you'll see who they're supposed to be. Like there's like you see the black girl with the braids.
Yeah.
Remember Guy? That's his student chick.
Okay.
He's not in it
I
no
see,
more.
Yeah, I see that.
Like if you go through and like you look at them, you're just like, oh, the proteges.
Well,
That's what they're doing with a lot of the cast.
That makes me angry.
And then they do DLC to bring back the other
You better
characters.
believe it. DLC is coming, and it'll probably have Akuma first.
It's going to have two
Actually,
characters
he's on the
for
character
$20.
listing.
Is he really?
Yeah, and I don't know what this line look he has now, where he has.
Oh, you talking about that show up look?
Yeah.
Leroy?
Yes. I don't like that.
Oh, dude. Like, when that had come out, a lot of people didn't like it, so they released, like, the classic look, and then they, like, demoned him up even more and called it Oni, and then, like, he's got, like, big old teeth.
Yeah.
And he's blue.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what?
What about Honda? Like, not looking like he aged at all?
No.
Not only that, but he's got a lot more muscle tone to him. Man ain't fat no more.
Like, some people get a glow up, and some people get, like a downgrade. Like, people got mad because, like, Cammy's butt isn't hanging out anymore.
God. Well,
Like, she's got on, like, a coat and whatnot. And,
Yeah.
I forget about the rest of the cast. Like, you see the shit.
I don't get it, but I see it, but I don't get it. But hey, Capcom's gonna do what they want to do.
You know, ironically, I will say, like, as they do stuff like this, the cosplayers are going to be, like, upset because they're going to be like, I can't show off now.
That is true. A lot of them.
They'll just go, fuck that. They'll just go back to original design.
Yeah, exactly.
Ass are hanging out everywhere.
They've got a couple. I mean, they've got Jury. She's kind of like that. And, well, Liv Poison makes a comeback, but Poison's a trap.
That is true. That is true.
That's canon, guys. I didn't make that up.
Yes. Who was that big, tall, lanky guy from the last one?
You're talking about Fang?
Yeah, I liked him. He's not in it.
He might be, but that's the power of DLC. You know.
Yeah.
Damn it.
DLC is going to get into that.
Well, they
then,
always
like,
release 3 different versions of the same Street Fighter. You know
yeah.
that?
You're going to have Street Fighter. Is it number 6 now?
Yes.
So Street Fighter 6, and you're going to get
I'm
Super
quoting
Street
really
Fighter
hard
6.
with my fingers, though, as I say that.
Street Fighter 85.
Super Street Fighter 6.
Because I don't even think it's really the 6th Street Fighter game, though. They've got, like, all those EXs and...
Yeah,
like,
I used to have EX3.
I don't even know if, like, Alpha's part of the series.
It's not.
That Third Strike stuff, like, that was a whole different thing. What was it?
Well, Third Strike, I technically think, is a part of it. Alpha is before 2, technically. Then there's Third Strike, then the EX series, whenever the hell that came about, like where that fits in there, and then 4, and then now they're just going 4, 5,
I need a
6.
whiteboard for this. That's looking like a football play in my head. Like, the timeline is so strange.
So the funny thing is that I'm trying to think back. The first Street Fighter that I played was Super Street Fighter 2. I never played actually like Street Fighter 1. Did any of you play Street Fighter 1?
No.
I have, I have.
Okay.
It's God. Like if you play Street Fighter 2 and then you go back to 1, it's going to frustrate you because it's like it's an NES game, so it's like a lot slowed down, a lot harder to hit. That kind of deal.
It's like with Tekken. I started with Tekken 2, and then I went to Tekken 1. Actually,
I did not go back to 1. I very rarely go back in time.
Well, the reason for that was because when I played Tekken 2 at a friend's house, like we played the hell out of it over there, and then I got my PlayStation, and they had Tekken 1 on sale or something like that, so I just grabbed it and played the hell out of that one until I got Tekken 2 and 3, and eventually.
I mean, I only ever had the access because our local movie store had a good copy of Tekken. Even though everybody always took the damn instruction booklet out and kept it at their house for whatever reason, but so you had to learn stuff on your own. But you rented enough and memory cards. By the time you actually get to rent it again, it's just like, oh look, my people that I've unlocked are saved, even though they were just kind of cloney versions of parts of the cast. But that was what 96.
Yeah. The funny thing with the memory cards on the PlayStation was that I didn't have one for the longest time in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So any game that I would play, I would always have to start over again. So my PlayStation would be on for days sometimes, because just so that I can continue from where it was at the time.
That's so unlike you.
I mean, at the time.
Times they are changing.
That's right.
Now, Jay brought up video stores. I have to know, which one did you frequent the most here?
Me?
Yeah.
That would have been locally Movie War.
Hell yeah, it was.
That's what we had.
Do you remember Video to Go Library?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Oh, dude, Video to Go Library was where you went when you had a last minute and you were not going home empty-handed.
Yep. And mine was Movie Land.
When I came here, they had
Blockbuster.
They had Blockbuster, and then they had the one over here at the little strip mall too. I don't know the name of it, but it's where the dollar stores and all that. That
was talking about where Walmart used to be.
No, not that one. I'm talking about the strip mall that is where the dollar store is.
He is talking about Movie World.
Is it Movie World? Okay.
He's talking about Movie World.
Yeah, I remember that one, and then Blockbuster, and then later on Movie Gallery.
Well, see, before Movie Gallery, there was Movie Land.
Okay.
And then it was Movie Mart after that.
After Movie Gallery, it was Family Video, I think.
Family Video.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did not like Family Video.
That was right at the end when people were actually renting stuff like that. I mean,
well, because you had Netflix and everything else.
And good old-fashioned piracy. Yar. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just don't tell nobody.
We don't pirate. I used to have a sticker on my car that said my other car, the pirate ship.
That's right. May the fourth be with you.
And one also that said, come to the dark side where you have cookies. I miss those.
Which were they on, though?
The neon.
The smart? The neon. Oh, my God. The neon scared me. I like the spark, though. I don't know why I like that little bastard as much as I did.
I went from the little bitty spark to the journey. That was a hell of a difference.
I still respect the spark.
It was a good vehicle.
Of course it was. It got you, like...
It was really going on gas.
You were intrepid at the time.
It was phenomenal on gas.
I could see that.
Yeah. Oh, like, that thing, like, versus what I probably pay double now than what I used to.
It's a shame.
I know, right? But that's what we do for, more space, I guess. And the Spark did not have space at all.
Well, no, it's like a cracker box.
I've seen you pack it thing full.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if the battery ever died, you can just hoof it on your back.
You can Flintstone it, yeah.
I wonder if it came with that option.
I mean, it didn't have too many things to begin with. It didn't have electronic doors, so...
How did you live?
I know, right?
Not just because it's manual doors, just how did you specifically live? Because did it at least have power windows?
No, I had no power
How
windows.
did he ever survive that
It was a bad time. It was the winter of discontent. He was on the verge of a new vehicle, but we were cranking those windows down.
Oh, he knows when I got my... I was at... I almost said voyage. I was working with you already.
Yes, you were. Yeah. And believe me, it's all I heard about for a week. And how I should probably get one.
No. Bullshit.
Martin?
You do plug things.
Martin.
You are pluggable.
Martin. You know you do.
You do it. It's okay, though.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But I will give the devil his due. Because of Martin, I have a Raspberry Pi. Because of Martin, I have the PlayStation VR, because I was not about to do all that until he talked me into it. And
I still can't do that.
A pretty decent surround sound system that I like. So,
yeah.
Give a boy some sound.
I can't be that upset with the man.
Hell, I need to do that soon. I need to increase my sound quality, because all I've got left is my subwoofer. It's just been getting me through.
What was it, $270, I think, for that one?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, for the price, that thing is...
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It's a Dolby Atmos soundbar.
Dolby?
It's the same one that I have in the living room.
I might get a bar.
It's worth it.
Y'all are inspiring ideas.
It's definitely worth it.
Here comes the holiday season, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. We're full swing.
We're thinking about things I don't need, but...
I bought mine at Sam's and so did he his too. Well, I picked his up. But, yeah.
That motherfucker said, you better cash out me that money.
Didn't you give me cash?
I cashed out you the fucking money. I gave you cash for the PlayStation.
Like, don't get me wrong. This day and age, like, you can pay somebody quick. I'll pay them that way. I'll be like, look, what you got? You got an app?
Well,
you were already in Owen's world. That's why I had to cash out.
Yeah. No, as a matter of fact, with Cash App, like, just yesterday, my daughter was like, hey, my friend asked me if I could come with to, like, some kind of football game or something like that. And my wife will go, well, I think there's an entrance fee or whatever. And find out. And she goes, oh, it's $10. I'm like, can I send a Cash App?
Hey, sometimes it works.
Listen to the inconvenience. I don't want to have to go to the ATM and then drop you off.
I rarely ever carry cash on me. If I do, maybe $5, something like that. But I rarely ever carry cash.
God, Martin.
Do you carry cash on you?
Yeah, I've got cash on me right now. As a matter of fact,
that's a surprise.
How the fuck is that?
Most of the time, you don't carry cash on you.
Just because. First of all, how do you know that?
Because you always give me your card to go get you something to drink.
It's more convenient. I don't want you to have to juggle around dollar bills and change. Oh, but it's only because I don't carry cash. Fuck you. Anyway, there was something earlier I mentioned to you, Jay. Okay, so me and Martin had a little bit, I don't know if I would call it a debate. He just upset me a little bit with his lack of care of one of my favorite games as a child.
What's that game, though?
What was that?
Star Fox 64. God damn it.
What did you say?
He just didn't give a shit about it. I didn't really play it. And it was it. That's all he had to say.
Well, you shit on a man's childhood.
He sure did. And the fact of the matter is he didn't even know what it was actually called in Germany, which was Lilac Wars. It wasn't even called Star Fox. What the fuck? No. Martin didn't give a damn about that.
No factoids, nothing. You were just like, fuck that Fox and fuck his friends.
Now, honest to God, fuck Slippy.
No, Slippy couldn't do shit.
And Peppy, bitch, you told me to barrel roll once. I don't need to know that 100 times.
Do a barrel roll. I'll tell you what, though. As far as Star Fox is concerned, the one theme that will never leave my head is when you had that SNES version.
Oh, God.
First stage.
Yeah.
Just, you know, all the sounds, you know, the boss is easy as pie, you know, but I'm just like, oh my God. Like, it just simple polygons on the screen, wing damage, you know, all that stuff. And I was just like, this is incredible. And never played very much of the sequence. Or sequel,
damn it.
I should say. Now, the one I did buy when I gave it a chance, guess what I bought? I fucked up. Guess what I bought?
Oh, I'm trying to think of the name.
It was years later.
I know. It's not the point. Is it Command? Is that the one you bought?
It's Star Fox Adventures.
Never played it.
Is it the one for the GameCube?
It was awful.
Is that the one where you're actually out of the arm wing?
And you got the stupid
I remember
stairs,
like seeing something about that one.
and it's super bad.
Yeah,
Like,
I never messed with
I have never played a game that disappointed me so much. I was just like, Fox McCloud, my Fox, okay. And then you're not in the plane. You're just awkwardly whacking things with a staff in a
So it's just a jump and run?
Worse.
Well, I mean, a jump and run is
like a beat 'em up?
Worse.
Maybe a mixture?
You said a jump and run. You're not jumping or running as much as you should be. You said a beat 'em up. There's not shit to beat up.
Wow.
Like, that's the problem. Like, there's nothing to do. Like, you're going from
You stand in the corner.
B to C to D. And this blue fox chick, I guess love interest or whatever, has given you a stick that don't work great. And that's all you got.
Damn.
No blaster, no grenades or nothing. You're just, I don't know, Rambo in the woods with a vest.
I'm upset.
It's not good.
Star Fox 64 was so fucking good.
Martin, now you have to play it. You know what you ought to do?
He's not
You ought to
ever
do
gonna
some retro plays. Like just play like an old game that somebody told you to play, and just like give an honest review about it. Like just like a little 5-minute clip, put it on the screen, and just be like, "Hey, I'm doing the thing." And you just do it, and you tell us how you feel about it.
I consider it.
consider.
I consider
Okay.
Well, I know the first game you're playing.
it. Tony Hawk.
Nope. It is Star Fox. By the way, I want everyone to know for 3 days, Martin sent. On the last day.
You told me to remind you.
Yeah.
You did tell me to remind you.
That
so
man.
I don't want to fucking hear it.
Boy, when you tell him to remind you, Tony Hawk is free, download it. Tony Hawk is free, download it. Jesus, which I appreciate.
Was it the PlayStation Monthly?
Yeah.
Okay. When the hell did that come out, though?
The game itself,
Yeah.
like 2 years ago, something like that.
Okay, because I remember when it came out, like some friends of mine were playing it, but I never got into
that remake was phenomenal.
I can't do a trick. I'm like an infant, like with a board. I don't know what to do.
You should have seen me when he was first showing me the PS5. He's like, "Oh yeah, did you ever play Tony Hawk?" And I was like, "Yeah, I played Tony Hawk when I was a kid. Haven't played it since I was a kid." Boy, it was definitely showing. I had no earthly idea what I was doing.
I'll tell you what, you give me like, I don't know, a vehicle to drive or a weapon to wield. Well, not a melee weapon or a gun in a game, I'm useless. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense.
The only game that I like that's a shooter is Destiny. I don't like any other shooters.
Honestly,
like
the one game that I tried recently that had good gameplay but was dead on arrival was Anthem.
The fuck are you pointing at me for?
your foot, you shake your foot against the what?
Wiggles.
Yeah,
Now explain to me what it's doing.
shaking the whole table and my mic right here.
All right, you know what?
He's antsy.
No, we're gonna give these people exactly what we're talking about. What you guys don't see behind the scenes is that he is forcing me and Jay to hold our microphones
like weather folks.
like we're on Jerry Springer or some other talk show, while he sits nice and cozy with his standing up on the coffee table. And because I was resting my leg against the coffee table and shaking my leg up and down like some people. No, people do that. Firstly. Secondly, I'm going to say that I was resting my leg and shaking it against a $15 table that if you sneeze at it has a chance of literally breaking in half.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm not going to put a more expensive table right here.
I had that table once.
Yeah, that works.
Unless you shake your leg against it and then all hell's going to break.
It was funny because I gave it away immediately. Like, I was moving. I told my neighbor, I was just like, look, I got a whole table. It's not the best. It's not the worst.
If I ever find a better one, like cheap, I'd probably replace it. But as of right now,
How cheap are we talking?
if I find one for $20, I'll buy one.
A $5 upgrade.
That's right.
It's not bad. It's as far as tables go, I guess.
Yeah. Hell, my table in the living room, I had that one now for 15 years.
Yeah, with the glass top.
Yeah.
I think it used to scare me sometimes.
You don't understand how angry I am with you right now.
What?
Your fucking house is basically the Cyberdyne building, yet your goddamn furniture.
Hey, my living room table still looks good.
It's not. This table doesn't look bad, other than it looks like it may have been built out of particle board.
It is.
Fuck.
You are correct.
Oh god,
It is
makes so
compressed
much
particle
sense.
board.
So literally, I could almost just push on it, and it'll.
Well, probably not.
The
but
legs will kick out.
that maybe. Yeah.
I guess if you load up and mill too much, yeah.
Did you make this motherfucker yourself?
No, I bought it at Walmart.
Walmart. It's one of those.
You got to consider, I don't spend that much time down here. The most time that I spend down here is when we're down here, actually. So, yeah.
Down here in the dungeon.
This
Where the
house
games
is
are at.
fucking Skynet, and yet you can't set your plate on a table.
Oh, you can set a plate on there.
Waiting.
You just don't
Boggle
shake.
my mind.
What?
Did we not just get about the things that Martin suggested I get? He had all of this. He paid a decent amount of money for all of this, just like I did. $15 table.
Yeah.
I guess in the grand scheme, since it's not something you can plug in, I don't know. Maybe that's the theme.
If it doesn't have moving parts, he's going cheap.
Well, electronics, I will do more than, $15, of course, but table, I don't really, especially a table that I don't spend that much time with, I'm not going to do that much on it.
Oh. I don't. You know what? I'm going. No. We're done with the table talk. We're done.
I know.
There's nothing that I'm going to do that it's just going to make me more mad. I don't know why.
Good.
I don't know why, but it's going to make me more mad.
On a daily basis, I'm going to tell you about my table now.
Fuck your table. I'm going to fucking... one's going to get delivered here one day, and you're not going to know why, and it's going to be me.
An additional table of the same type.
He'll probably honestly stack this $15 table on top of the table that I give him.
You know what? That wouldn't be a bad show. If you fused them together.
Oh, no.
It would work. I guess.
Now, I will say that the end tables like this right here, they're not bad.
I can see that. I mean, because and most of the time an end table is just going to have a charging phone and a lamp on it.
Exactly.
And
That's
maybe like a
the one over there and upstairs too.
or something to decorate it. Because I know, what's it that you had that last time? Those 8-bit Mario coasters.
Yeah, I think of those.
I was just like, okay. Now, does he have the mushroom or not? I don't think he does. I think he's like a little mini version.
Yeah, I think the mini. Well, it's the cartridge ones.
Suspicious.
Oh, wait, are you talking about the ones that look like the cartridge, or are you talking about the ones that actually just the rubber ones?
No, it's the dude.
It's just the mini ones, I think.
Okay, I thought so. Because it's like every time I think of that, I think of these. And I'm picking up a pillow that is designed as an NES cartridge. And I love this type of stuff, even though I don't have very much.
Yeah, I got way too much, probably, actually.
What do you mean, way too much?
Well, I mean, you literally just picked up a pillow.
No.
And we're talking about coasters.
This isn't way too much. Like, I'm among a reasonable amount of, what? Memorabilia? I guess you could call it. Maybe merch.
I know one thing. Gizlo would be having a panic attack right now.
Why?
Because we're all over the place.
Are we all over the place?
Pretty much. But, I mean, it's somewhat entertaining, at least to me right now.
Yeah, your coasters are a great thing to talk about. Fuck your coasters, Martin.
Well, what you want to talk about then?
I don't know. I'm still mad about the table.
Well, fuck that table.
When is your birthday?
Don't fucking worry about it. How about that?
Oh, dear.
You're going to get a table.
Not that he came to my house on my birthday, literally
that's right.
this
I
year.
forgot about it.
No,
What a dick bag.
Because I was just like, oh, you're going to the party, okay.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
God.
Okay, then Christmas. Is that better?
No.
Why not?
I don't,
You don't want a Christmas gift?
not from him.
You're going to come home one day and you're
There's
going to
going to be one of these damn tables.
tables.
And I'm going to throw it through the fucking window. Son of
No,
a
you're
bitch.
going to see it and, like, it's going to be set up and then they're like, so who got us this nice table?
If I'm not healed by then, if I am healed by then, it's going through the front window. I guarantee it.
What happened? A whole table through the window.
I'm going to do that. One day you're going to come home and that you're going to have a table like that in there.
I know where you know where it's coming next.
Where?
I'm going to take a chain and I'm going to wrap it onto your porch, and I'm going to put a combination lock on it.
Okay, then I just take it off. I mean, it's not an issue.
It's going to give you some problems. That's the thing.
And he wants it to be inconvenient enough.
Yeah, I just want it inconvenient.
Where you don't forget.
Well, you can always, cut it off.
Yeah, but you're going to probably have to go get...
Besides the fact that, putting a table...
Oh, see, this is the thing.
Well, how are you going to put it on there?
The chain.
With a chain. And what are you going to put it on? Because you can
Come
easily,
again. What did you just say?
again, on the table, where do you put it on? Because without
wrap it tightly around the middle of it.
Oh my god. It will just slide off.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it will.
This is getting mighty Home Alone.
It's about to get a lot of Home Alone. Martin's gonna walk in his front fucking door and a paint can's gonna fly into it.
Man. Oh, God.
You know what always bothered me in the first one?
What's that?
When he steps on the fucking Christmas one.
Do you remember the video that I showed you where they did the, like...
like what? Like actually how, like, bodily injuries that would happen if you did all this stuff?
Have you ever seen that?
I mean, considering I've watched, what's that, 1,000 Ways to Die thing, I feel like I've seen something similar.
Well, what it is that they actually did, like, CGI for the parts in the movie where, like, he steps on the nail, for example.
Oh, that bothered me so bad, too. Oh.
And, like, they put it in where, like, he rips his foot open and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, like, just...
I mean, those boys took damage.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, just when he's walking up the steps and he slips on the ice and then, like, just gets his shit rocked on the concrete, like, that's enough to knock somebody out and possibly kill you.
Sure. You'd be paralyzed. Like, I know, what was it? That metal bar, hell, the electrical socket. That's cardiac arrest.
In the second one, when he goes to turn the sink on and it's hooked to a battery charger and it shocks the living shit out of him, which used to scare me as a child.
Hell, it better. That's a smart move. Because some of that stuff, like, I don't know. It reminds me of the people that were running those, like, outside generators in their houses down in Texas. I'm like, guys, exhaust.
I've been thinking about rewatching those movies again, actually. It's been a while since I watched them.
Home Alone?
Yeah. I love Home Alone.
Well, tell me
That's
this
fine.
then.
I'm not criticizing your enjoyment of Home Alone. I just...
Here's your homework, Martin. Let me know what his father did for work.
What his father did for work?
Yeah, what his father did for work. I want to know.
It doesn't ever explain.
Yeah, I don't think so, yeah.
I want to know.
I just make something up.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
Another retro play game. You can play the Super Nintendo Home Alone. And you tell me how fucking hard that game is.
I had it on the Game Boy, if I remember right.
I had it on Super Nintendo, and it's hard as balls.
Yeah, the one on the Game Boy was too. I mean, in consideration, all the old games are a whole lot harder than they are nowadays.
Some on Super Nintendo weren't that bad.
No, not all of them, but in general, like if you take the group of the games and by generations, they got a whole lot like easier over the time.
Well, yeah, it's more, pick up and play for a casual person.
Yeah, of course.
And then they figured out how bad people in general are at games.
Yeah, fuck
and they had to
casual.
simplify the shit. They're just like, well, I don't want to play, guys.
I mean, in consideration, like take Mario by itself. I bet not that many people like versus like Mario Galaxy and the new one. How many people beat that versus how many actually beat the original Mario games?
I can tell you I never beat Super Mario World.
We talked about that, I believe.
I think so, but I'm on my way to beating Mario World 64.
Define beat, though.
Stop, lay down.
Is it
Complete.
just
100%.
Gotcha.
In 64 game, it's just getting 120 stars.
Gotcha.
And
because I know some of them, like, you have to collect stuff, and other stuff, like, it's just like, hey, get to the end boss. Because half the time, like, Mario's never the same twice, really.
You can in 64 you can get 70 stars and go fight Bowser for the final fight, or you keep playing because there's like 6 stars on every level you play, and you can get all 6 stars. I think there's one bonus star, and it equals up to 120. And most people just do the 120, go to Bowser, or 119, beat Bowser, get 120.
So he gives you a star?
He gives you, in the first 2 times you face him, you get keys to open up different parts of the castle, and then the last one he gives you a star.
Because I know they had like another version of Bowser, like was it like a rainbow color and it was like a little bit bigger? It was like a harder version or something, or am I crazy?
Rainbow version. Like
it was just like it was Bowser, like the big version of him, but like there's bombs like coming in and maybe I'm wild.
No, this sounds familiar, but it doesn't sound like the 64 version.
I feel like it was a 64 version. it's almost like the hardest version of Bowser in that game, but to the internet, just to be sure.
Well, in this one, I just remember in the 64 one, at least so far that I've done it, is you just kind of run around him until you can grab a hold of his tail, and then you spin him and throw him into a bomb that's like, there's bombs around the area you are in. But that really sounds familiar to me.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you which one it would be.
This motherfucker.
He jumps back.
No,
let me see it.
That's the thing.
Hold up. Whoa. Let's see. It says the lighting effect on Bowser in the final battle is achieved by taking the regular Bowser model and applying it.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Or maybe it's just a texture change. Maybe I'm just seeing it from a different perspective. Because, sometimes, you ever hear of AGDQ?
No.
It's awesome games done quick. It's essentially people that do speed runs of games for charity and shit.
Gotcha.
But I feel like I saw that in one of their episodes or one of their sets or whatever. But maybe I'm wild. I don't know why it sticks out in my head so much.
I used to watch a guy on YouTube literally speed run this game. Just that game.
Ironically, when you talked about that now, it reminded me of how they were doing the whole, what was it? Bowser and Princess Peach or something like that mixed together.
What is it?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
What?
They were taking villains and then, mixing them, making them, hot.
Oh, Bowsette?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I gotcha.
I was like, what the fuck?
I thought you were honestly talking about, there's a meme that I've seen that Mario doesn't keep... I understand why this keeps happening, why, Peach keeps getting, kidnapped, but it's really just her and Bowser fucking, and, Bowser is, taking his head off into a regular dude underneath there. He's just, he still doesn't get it, does he?
He's just a guy. He's not a dinosaur.
Oh, man. So, what's your favorite Mario game?
Favorite? God, I really don't have one. Mario wasn't ever really, super duper in my wheelhouse when I was a kid anyway. The one that I played the most was Super Mario World. Just because,
that's my favorite one.
Whenever you got your SNES back in the day, they put that game with it to sell the whole package.
Yeah.
And, the parents were just like, oh, shit, that's one less game I have to buy the kids. And that's what you get. And that's, you put it in there, you play it, and on you go. But it took me forever to, the little secrets and whatnot, the offshoots, the ghost ship, and unlocking the mode that changes all the Koopas into versions of Mario.
Yeah.
If you beat Star Road and just beating the game normal and whatnot, but yeah, that's the one I played the most. So I'd have to say that's my favorite.
My favorite was probably Sunshine.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. My second favorite would be actually Super Mario World.
You don't even have to ask. You already know.
Well, what's your favorite?
Fucking Mario World 64.
Of course.
I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? The N64 holds such...
there's a lot of people that will say 64.
A place in my heart. I don't know what it is. Any game for 64.
I didn't have the 64, so...
Well, GoldenEye is coming back out. I'm excited for that. So...
Well, it's kind of weird. I went from the SNES to the PlayStation, and then from the PlayStation to the GameCube, and then from the GameCube to the PS3.
Ooh, I didn't make any discernible jump. I got some consoles in a cluster.
That's kind of how I was. So you just said fuck the PlayStation 2 altogether.
Yeah, I completely skipped the PlayStation.
Well, that was the most impactful console of my life.
Yeah, kind of me too. God, do you remember after the sixth time you ever played it, when you go to put a disc in, that tray would just coming out of there?
And then the red screen comes up with that damning sound. It goes, dum.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, wait.
Yeah.
Get the alcohol and cross your fingers.
Yep.
And then it loads. And wait a minute, it's not really working, but it's working.
I wasn't a big fan of the startup to the PS2. My favorite startup is the original PlayStation. That anytime you put a game in, it was and it was
it's oh god, they had this little short because it reminds me of the THX scenes in movie theaters, but Tiny Toons back in the day, they did a version of it. Do you happen to remember that? I can paint the scene for you.
Please do.
Okay, all right. Like the kids are showing up for the movie.
Yeah.
Like you got Plucky, Shirley, like Babs, and like the pig and all that shit. Like they were there, and you know, like how the THX, like the surround sound and whatnot, but they were just making fun of it. And like a guy comes on, like, and he's got like a conductor's wand, and Shirley goes, "Oh no!" And like people like grab helmets and whatnot, and the second he drops that thing, like it blasts everybody out of the theater. And that's how the PlayStation thing like sounded to me, because like, you know, like you finally get to hook up your like PlayStation to like the big living room TV your parents have, and all of a sudden you go, look at all that sound. It was amazing. Yeah, I'm sorry.
But that startup always also makes me think. I like the GameCube one, but also I love the parody of the GameCube one.
Oh, that's the best one.
It just keeps fucking going, and then like at the end of it, it's just like the dumb thing. It just fuck you across this or whatever. I love it.
They even had one where it like continued, but like as it went on, they like put a rap beat behind it, and like it would roll into like different games and stuff, and everybody'd be like, you know what? Do it, little cube.
I like that.
It was a game console and a weapon.
I just don't know how you skipped a PlayStation 2. I loved it. I remember the Christmas I got mine.
I personally enjoyed the GameCube.
Oh, no, I had a GameCube too, and I liked it.
I just never could figure out why they made the controller like they made it, but I'm not a developer.
Same way with the N64, that controller was fucked.
Why?
And it still is. As a 31-year-old man, I'm sitting here like, why is this like this?
It's for your third hand.
You don't talk about my third hand, sir. We've been over this.
It's almost the witching hour. Third hands.
Well,
We're at an hour and 25 minutes.
No, an hour and 16 minutes, actually.
I'll be damned.
I was kidding. I don't... Oh.
Actually.
Oh, you know what's funny, actually? So, you know, like, 3 episodes ago, we were talking about the spam messages that I got, and I was talking back and forth, and then I told him I'm like Batman, basically.
Yeah.
So I got another one.
Oh, no.
Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. And they started messaging me the same kind of bullshit, you know, like at the beginning, it's like, "Oh, I'm Billy, how you doing?" I'm like, "Hi."
Bill.
That's not the one where your legs got blown off, was it?
No.
Okay. That was a different one. All right, I was making sure.
So, what basically happened is that they started messaging me like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I got the wrong number, but how are you doing? Fate must have brought us together." I'm like,
"Love will bring
yeah, my name is Bruce." And, you know, I do the whole Batman thing again, and they go send me a picture. It's like, "Oh, I'm from China originally, but I'm in New York." And I'm like, "I'm in Gotham. This is my picture during daytime." And I sent a picture of Michael Keaton. Right after that step. So they were a little smaller than the last ones, honestly. So
you know what? He's a little biased over here with his Michael Keaton.
I think that's what he respects.
You couldn't throw a Val Kilmer in there?
Oh, Val did his best. He did his best, Martin.
No. I'd send George Clooney before I do
What's
that.
What's wrong with
Val? What? Whoa. You're wrong, sir.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I like George Clooney, but like that movie was like corn on corn.
Oh, it was. But Val Kilmer now, I can't do him either. Sorry.
What was wrong?
I liked Forever quite a bit better than the
you.
other.
You know what? Look, you take Val Kilmer out of the equation. Okay. Oh, all right. You've got Jim Carrey.
You do.
You've got Tommy Lee Jones. And I'll be God damned you have Seal.
A Kiss from a Rose, Martin, on a grave. You hear me?
Oh, my God.
You got to watch it.
I'm sorry. Mike Keaton is my favorite.
That's fine. And he's mine, too.
And after that, personally, is...
Kristen Bell.
Yeah, it is.
Where is he? Yeah.
I just wish he wouldn't have done that.
No, I get it. I get
forced to
changing
do
your
it.
voice. I get changing your voice when you're Batman. I get that because that's smart.
But devices. Use devices for that.
Yeah, don't just go.
Don't rasp it. That's a bad time. You need a cough drop.
What I understand on that one is that they put something in his mouth, actually. So
In his mouth?
Yeah.
Who put what in his mouth?
The director or whoever the fuck.
Oh, whoa.
I'm sorry, what?
Is that how he got the job?
You got movie magic on your side.
But, I don't know.
I'm upset.
I don't like that. They put something in his mouth?
At least what I was reading before, yeah.
Did you ever watch or listen to the clip of him going off on the Terminator Salvation fucking set?
You talking about Christian Bale?
Yeah, because the director of photography like got in his eye line whenever he was doing a scene.
Mm-hmm.
Dude lost his fucking mind on him.
What the hell happened?
I don't know, dude, but he the director of photography like stepped into his view while he was like doing a scene, and it distracted him, and he went nuts.
This fell apart. Huh? Was he just having a day, or what?
I guess.
His best movie is still American Psycho.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
That's one of my favorite movies.
I mean, I'm not saying that the movie was bad or good. I'm just saying that like there wasn't really anything to compare it to, because like, you know, like back in the day, like there was this image of like a well-to-do businessman with a corner office with 2 windows and an assistant. Like all of a sudden you've got like this crazy sociopath that's, you know, running around doing whatever the fuck, and it's just like, oh, I got a boss like that. Okay. You know, like how people behave. It's fucking weird, and I think that's why it's stuck with so many people. They know somebody that could fit the bill, like the shoe be fitting too tight.
Oh.
Plus, back then, like when that movie came out, the slasher movie that like it was fucking. I Know What You Did Last Summer, and it was Scream. This was the main character, like, and he's on screen the entire time, just murdering Jared Leto's bitch ass. To Huey Lewis.
Wait a minute. How many times did he moisturize a day?
Oh, God.
I don't know why I remember that particular
No, because
scene.
it's fucking weird. That's why you remember it, because of how he's describing it as he's doing it.
He's like, he's 10 like different bottles and shit.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, like.
He's peeling the face mask off and all that shit. Yeah.
As he peels the mask off. Okay, Buffalo Bill. Boy, some of these, speaking of that, like, didn't you watch Hannibal one morning?
Yeah,
right?
well, Silence of the Lamb, It was Thursday night, like at 4 o'clock in the morning. I woke up and I'm like, let's watch.
You told me immediately when you saw me next, and I was just like,
you told me I looked tired.
You did look tired.
So wait,
you look like shit.
You had never seen Silence?
No. It's just been a long time, and I was like, that's interesting right now.
Is it not weird when she's walking like through, like to get that Hannibal Lecter, and that dude just jacks off and throws it at her?
Yeah.
Why don't I remember this?
It's probably good. He might have just blocked it out.
The part where Hannibal actually, like, Anthony Hopkins, like, improvised a couple parts in there, like the part where he goes or whatever the sound that he makes, I can't remember.
Do it again.
Oh, yeah.
Do it again.
And like it actually, like, it was funny because I was reading about it that like it terrified her, like the whole scenario that they did there. He improvised a few things within that, and she was just terrified of it. I mean, she was terrified of it.
Foster.
Yeah,
that's okay. That's what we're here for.
Because Martin sure as shit don't know. The fact that he knew Anthony Hopkins was Hannibal Lecter really surprised me.
Oh god,
I like his character.
Name another movie Anthony Hopkins is in.
Thor.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Did he just give 2 answers?
He did.
He gave 2 answers.
He did it quickly.
No, here's the thing. Because Anthony Hopkins was in Thor, which is what he said, but I originally thought he said Zorro, because he's in Zorro as well.
Thorough. Okay. This was thorough.
I know I watched that one.
It's been years.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah.
Yeah. That one did not interest me
There's
at all.
certain levels that I can't get past. And I feel, what was it? Oh, man. Like, like those movies where you have, like, let's call it the director. Like, you've got, like, somebody that's, like, some sort of, like, lean, mean fighting machine. Then you got Anthony Hopkins as, like, his, like, I don't know, like, teacher or whatever. I forget what the movie's called, but he was in one of those recently I watched. I cannot remember the name to save my life. I'll just let it go. I won't be able to remember.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Now I'm thinking about it.
Like, he's somebody's teacher. And he's teaching them how to, like, espionage, That's the best thing I
Yeah.
can tell you. I don't know.
Teaching them to espionage. I love that.
This is like wine and dining and spying. Like all that shit. I don't know. I'm fucking nuts.
I did watch the Uncharted movie, by the way.
What do you think of
I
it?
was. I keep avoiding it.
It's a fun little movie.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, it's not bad. I didn't think like it. It was. I mean, I don't know if it's something I'll necessarily watch again, but I was like, oh, I kind of like that.
It's okay. What I think of it is that people were hating on it at the beginning for it because of Nathan Drake being played by
Spider-Man.
yeah, and how young he looks versus
He's just a
Nathan
boy.
Drake. So it really kind of fucks with like timeline and different stuff the way. But
the thing of it is, it was like it showed the beginnings of him. Like
Exactly.
yeah, it's not
Exactly.
like it's like in the middle of everything.
exactly,
Plus, the dude who voices Nathan Drake has a little cameo.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool.
yeah. Of all the movie, I did enjoy it actually. Yeah.
Oh, so you watched it? Look, that was one movie that Martin didn't tell me I absolutely had to watch. I just watched it on my own.
I might take a look at it. I know I've been
It's not a bad movie.
It's a fun little movie.
Yeah. It's worth a watch.
But every time I see, help me out, not you. Don't look at me like you're about to tell me who the hell it is.
What you got?
Don't worry, already got it. Mark Wahlberg.
Ooh.
Anytime I see him, I go back to the other guys, like the movie The Other Guys. Have you seen that movie, Martin? Because you're looking at me
no,
like,
no, I haven't.
very confused. Him and Will Ferrell as cops.
No, well, no, yes, I've seen it, but I don't remember it.
But like just how goofy he was in that movie, I can't take him seriously.
Wasn't he also in Daddy's Home or something like that?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Ultimate with Will Ferrell.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then he was in a movie with Kevin Hart.
Mm-hmm.
I just recently watched that too.
I saw it.
Is it on
like a clip
Netflix, the new
YouTube.
one?
There was 2 questions or 2 statements. I don't know what just happened. What now?
Was it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on
a
Netflix.
new one that just came out.
Yeah. Don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
No.
No dice?
No.
Damn.
I was pretty bored from the get-go.
I know the last time that I was here, like, I think Gizzle was going off about, like, Kevin Hart being Kevin Hart, and I'm just like, he's not an actor, though.
It was that, and the movie we talked about, which was The Man from Toronto,
Mm-hmm.
has Helen Mirren in it, and for some reason he has some sort of blood feud with Helen Mirren, and I don't know what it is. Gisela hates that woman. And
Why
I'm
does
not-
he hate Helen Mirren?
I don't know. It's Helen Mirren, was it not? Hey, you don't fucking
Is that his, is that his Brie Larson?
I guess.
I know that girl is hated.
He's just not a
There's
fan
no
of that.
Helen Mirren. Did she say something?
No idea. I think he just hates her face.
I mean, okay, well, that happens sometimes, I guess. I don't know.
I particularly enjoyed The Man from Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, maybe I need to see that one too, because, like, I know, like, I get, like, stuck in a rut as far as, like, choosing, like, new media. I'm picky with, like, movies. I'm picky
Yep.
with food. I'm just picky. I'll look at it and I'll read the synopsis. I'll, like, look at it a little bit, and I'm just like, I can't. And then just go to some old default show and just rewatch it, and I need to stop doing that.
That's what I do. If it hadn't been for Martin and you need to watch this, then I would still probably be stuck in the rut of the same TV shows and movies.
Just over and over. Because I know I won't be disappointed. And by the time I look at it, I'm just like, not bad.
It's just
Yeah.
like when I couldn't get, what was that movie I couldn't get to? Was it Nope? Was it Nope that I couldn't get to work? Something?
Yeah.
The first time I went, I was like, what do I go to next? And like, not very far down from Nope was Total Recall. And I was like, fucking Total Recall? I'm watching that shit. And no, I'm not talking about that Colin Farrell
I was going to say
fucking abomination.
You're talking about the good old version.
We're talking the Schwarzenegger
I still
one-liners,
don't think I've seen the new one.
chick with 3 tits. That's what we're talking about.
I don't think they had a chick with 3 tits in the new one, did they?
I don't
That's very possible.
I like to not ever remember the new one.
I really don't much remember of it. I remember like a piano scene or something like that, and where he finds a key or something like that. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, see, fuck that shit.
That movie wasn't very good. No, the original one is a classic.
As I'm wearing my Running Man t-shirt.
I've been wanting to rewatch that also too.
Running Man? Good stuff. You ever read the book?
No.
Read the book. Book's even better.
Is it?
Yes.
Alright. I might listen to the audiobook.
Okay. I don't care what you do. However you do it doesn't matter to me.
What was that face for?
Who?
Me?
You.
No, I was just laughing because I've never like seen you like actively like read a novel that was attached to a piece of media like ever.
This man has never cracked open a book.
I've never seen.
No, I don't. So I don't read books, and so like,
you know why? Because he has devices that can read it to him, and that's why. Hell, it's a wonder you can't just go from room to room and have it play through speakers.
I can.
Yep. Who would have thought that? This just in: grass is green.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What about Kentucky bluegrass?
Fuck
the grass is green and their butts are clean. Welcome home.
Are you going to do your weird NPR outro too? Since you did the NPR intro.
You have to do it.
Well,
if I'm going to hold this mic up like I have been, like a street reporter.
Yep.
Like too fresh to a death. Like, hey, like take us home.
Well, yeah, I would say we had like hour and 31 minutes now.
31 minutes now.
So I would say we call it a night.
Well, I'm tired of holding this microphone like I'm a fucking reporter from the 40s.
Well, switch hands.
Fuck your hands. Fuck you. No, it's literally like it feels like I'm about to be just, like, this just in from the beaches of Normandy. The United States has invaded.
You got to get locked in, dude. You got to get that elbow up and you got to leave it up.
That's right.
I feel like I should have a hat with a little piece of paper in it, you know what I mean?
We can do that. And put press on it. It's just like, dear God. It's like, what's the real story? It's just like, you got the scoop? What the fuck you talking about? Extra, extra.
Oh, before I forget.
Oh, God.
No. My sister started listening to this, and she goes, can you give me a shout-out?
Oh, shout out.
We'll give her a shout-out.
So here it is to my sister, Vanessa. Here's a shout-out to you. That's it.
That was the worst shout-out. Do you read? No, you're going to do that again.
Oh, what do you want me to say?
I don't know. She's your fucking sister. Don't just be like,
love you.
Well, hey, Vanessa, here's your shout-out. All right, that's it. I'm done.
Here's the shout-out that I was obligated to give.
Damn, boy.
You did deliver that, man.
Oh, I know.
Vanessa, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't know shout-outs.
Yes, you do.
You just did.
Kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
We're at an hour and 32 minutes now and 45 seconds. So I think it's time we should wrap this up.
30 seconds. Now, we're going to wrap it up. Until the next time, goodbye.
Au revoir.
Later.